Hey, it's Vision Board Party. Excuse me, I just finished eating. I just had some fish and some plantains. So, actually gonna just go live eraser right now. So, welcome. This is our Vision Board Party. And we have been
Hey,
talking. Hey,
can you see me?
yes, I
All right.
can.
All right, let
Go
me go
ahead.
back a little bit so you can see me better. Hi.
So, we have been talking about a vision board party,
Yeah.
and this month, January 2021, our book of the month was Dream It, Pin It, and Live It by Terri Savelle Foy, and we really love this book, and so we decided to do a vision board party so we can like share our highlights from this book and also kind of guide you guys on how to do a vision board. We have our vision boards right here. We are going to be
Mine is in the back here.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna be doing our vision boards so
mhm.
you guys can see how we create one and then duplicate yours. But before we go ahead, Raissa is my guest today, who will be creating um, her vision board with me. So, Raissa, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, definitely. Hi, everybody. My name is Raissa, and I run this blog, Raissa's List. So, I'm a college student, my last year in college. Emanuela and I have been friends for a while now, a very long time, actually.
4 years. Hi,
Yes.
Donna.
Hi, Dana. So yes, and so I run Raissa's List. Basically, what I do is like read books and review them, just for like people who are not like usually what's the word?
Readers.
Yeah, people who are not readers or people who do not read often, just to help them to know to find the books to read by my reviews. I try to make it interesting, but not give away everything in the book. So yeah, and today we're gonna do vision boards, like Emanuela said, and literally just writing our goals for this year. And we read this book that walked us through vision boards, how to make them work for you. It's not just about like pasting pictures on there. It's a process, so we're gonna go over that. But yes, I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Awesome. So, excuse me. I shouldn't have eaten before this. I kept anyways. Let's just go right into this book and talk. What is your highlight from this book? Like, I really love so many chapters. I can't say one chapter I love
Mm-hmm.
more than the others. But what did you pick out from this book that will actually stay with you throughout the course of this year and also in the future?
Oh man, that's a hard question. This
There's so
there are
many.
so many good things in this book, and I liked the fact that it was Christian oriented. It
Mm,
was very like based on like what God has wants for you, and how your goals should be and align with what God wants for you as well. So I think my biggest highlight was about sowing seeds. The chapter
mm.
where she talked about sowing seeds, and she said that you reap what you sow. Basically, I mean, it's in the Bible as well. And about you cannot sow seeds of tomatoes and reap like plantains or whatever. My stupid examples. But and then she talked about the seeds that you sow. You need to know, you need to be conscious about the seeds that you're sowing, because that's what you're going to reap. And she talked about the gift of being able to give to people, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like giving, like donating money, donating your time and stuff like that. And every time that you either donate money or your time, you make sure that you're conscious about that seed that you're sowing. You're like, oh, maybe you want to pass an exam, so you donate like a couple dollars to a student, and then you pray about it and say, God, I'm donating this seed or this money for me to so that I can do well on my exam. This is my me putting forward my leg or whatever. So I really like that chapter. I think that was what stood out to me the most, because it just highlighted that um, the grace of giving. It's good to give. The more you give, the more you receive. Yes.
I love that you say that. And also, what I want to clarify is that you don't actually have to give only monetary gift.
Mm.
I remember in the book, even also in the vision course, the video that I got, she said she wanted a new wardrobe for herself. And so she packed a lot of old clothes that she had. And these were not like old shabby clothes. She like designers clothes that she wasn't wearing anymore. And she packed them, and then she prayed and asked God to tell her who should she gift those clothes to, and God told her, and then she gave to that particular person. And then someone sent her a card of $300 to go to her favorite clothing store. And then more gifts, more monetary gifts kept coming and saying, go shopping. Go shopping with this money. This money is for you to go shopping. So you kind of sow what you want. So you want clothes, and maybe you don't even have the money to sew. You can sew clothes that you have that you're not using. You can give that. So that's very important.
Yes. What about you? What was your favorite? What's the highlight of this book?
My highlight is the focus part.
Yeah.
Focus. Be focused on, and I know when she talks about habits that you need to develop while you are waiting for while you're working towards your vision, she talked about habits. And the 3 habits she said, I have my notes here. I'm just gonna go to them. So the habit number 1 was listen, and then habit number 2 was read, and then habit number 3 was focus on 3 priorities. And I've noticed if I have so many things to do, I end up not accomplishing them. But when I write out all my goals and I say, okay, these are the 3 top goals that I need to focus on, I accomplish them and even more. And that's why I have always, like, on my desk, I have so many postage notes, because I try to, write them and say, okay, these are the 3 things I want to be laser focused on today, and I want to accomplish them because they're very important. And so the focus was really a big thing for me. So
I think I like that a lot too. And that was actually, we had a conversation yesterday, and I was talking about my board and how I was going to put on 10 goals that I wanted to that I wanted for this year. And that was before I had read that chapter of focusing. So when I came back home after we met yesterday and I finished that chapter, I was like, oh, I actually like came down to like 5, right? Because I remember in the book she was like, you need to focus on this like 2 goals or like 1 goal or 3 goals. That was the thing.
Yes,
so,
3 priorities.
And, like, priorities, and really focus on them. And that way, be like laser focused. And I like the story about the guy in the book. I forgot his name. That he was offered so much money to go speak somewhere, and he kept refusing. He was like, no, I don't, I don't want to go. And the people who wanted to hire him were like, well, how much do you want? Name your price. And he was like, I don't have a price. I just have priorities right now that I'm focusing on. And, that's what I want to put my mind to. So it doesn't matter. And what you're trying to offer me does not help to grow that goal, those priorities. So it doesn't matter how much you offer. I'm not going to take it. And I just felt like that was so powerful. Like, to be so focused and disciplined that you
laser focus.
Yeah. I love that. It was amazing.
Okay, awesome. So let's just go into this vision board. What is a vision board technically?
Is that a quiz?
Is that a quiz? No.
Hi. So I guess let me steal from the book, because I don't want to give people.
Yes, but from the top of my head, this is what I remember that she said. A vision board is a compilation of words and images that show where you want to go to or what you want to become. That shows your dreams, your goals, your desires, that are all pinned on a board. And pretty much that's what a vision board is. But a vision board is just a vision board if you're not doing a couple of things. And I remember her talking about visualization. The last video I did on YouTube, I showed you guys a very big vision board I had for 2020. And I said nothing was accomplished from those vision boards, because I just did it. You came to my house yesterday, you saw I kept the vision board at the back of my bed.
Yeah.
Something you do a hello. You did a vision. I did a vision board and I kept it at the back of my bed. I wasn't putting it in front of my eyes and reminding myself and visualizing me being and achieving my goals. And so none of them came to pass. So that's one of the things that goes with vision boards. If you're just joining us, we are having a vision board party. I know right now we're just talking, but we're talking about highlights from our January week, which is pin it, dream it. Actually, you have to dream it first before you pin it. Dream it, pin it, and then live it. But we are going to be creating our own vision board so you can see us. We started already. I started already. So I have 2 more to put on here, and then you guys are going to see our process. Raissa is also going to be creating her own vision board. Raissa is a blogger of Raissa's List. She is actually going to be writing a book review. Hello, and welcome. She's going to be writing a book review of this book coming soon. So she's going to let us know. I'm going to share it. But Raissa, go ahead and tell us, what are the other things that you have to do when that's right, Donna, dream it and then live it. Amen. So what are the other things you have to do when you make your vision board?
When you make a vision board, like you said, you have to put it somewhere where you can see it every day, right? And it really has to be like right in front of your eyes so that you see the dream and you remind yourself every single time that this is what I'm working towards, this is what I'm working for. Because sometimes, you know, like you said, that you put it in the back of your bed and it wasn't like right in front of you. So you forget, right? Like we take so much time at the beginning of the year or any time of our lives to make these vision boards or to make these visions and goals. And sometimes life happens and you just forget. But having that board, like those colorful things of like, you know, the people that you want to become or the things that you want to achieve, like right in front of you, that really helps you to keep it at the front of your mind every single time. And you're like, wow, you know, this is it. Like, you know, when you're slacking, you pick yourself up and you're like, you know, this is why I started doing this. And it just keeps you going. And another thing about vision boards is you have to put a time, a deadline. Like that's the biggest thing, right? That's why we really read this book. Because most often than not, you see people's vision boards. It's just a bunch of pictures that people put on there, which is okay if it works for you. But the best thing about doing a vision board that works is putting a deadline. And I like the example that she used in the book. She said the best way to clean your house is to invite people over. You know, when you have company, that's the time when you're cleaning your house, you're doing everything. Before you're just procrastinating, I'll clean tomorrow, I'll do this. It's almost like people say, they have this adrenaline. The night before your paper is due, you're writing the best paper ever because you have a deadline. So it's like put a deadline on it. You know, like, oh, I'm going to lose this many pounds by this date. Or I'm going to save this much money by this date. That really helps you to you know, keep yourself accountable and, you know, to really be laser focused, like she said, on your goals, because you're like, oh, I need to meet this deadline. I need to meet this deadline. Yes. And one of that beautiful thing that she said in the book about deadlines, about like vision boards, was you should make a vision board that is realistic, right? At least when you're starting off, because most often than not, you know, you want these big things. You want to become a pop star. You want to have like $7,000. You want to save $7,000, but you may only make $80,000 a year. You can't make that kind of goal for you. I mean, you can if you want to, if you have other sources of income. But if you're being realistic, you cannot save 70,000 out of an 80,000, you know, salary. So when you make goals that are completely out of reach, you know, when you're starting off, it really, when they don't come to pass, it discourages you, you know, and you might really lose morale. You're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. It didn't come to pass. So start with like little goals, like goals that are achievable, attainable right now. Oh, you know what? I'll save $7,000 by the end of the year. It's a lot of money. And, you know, once you save it, next year, like, you know what? I did this. I'll save $10,000. And then you go up from there because you know that you can do it. But there's so many gems in this book. I cannot wait to review it. I can talk about it all day, but I'll just, you know, write a review and you guys can go on there and read it and definitely get your own copy because it's a beautiful book. It's been a while since I read a book that was this good. It's good.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you really enjoyed this book. So what I'm going to do, we're actually going to start creating our vision board. Raissa, can you just, you know,
Yeah.
go through your own process of how we pretty much did the background work of, you know, making it look pretty. It doesn't have to look pretty, but we just want it to look pretty. So Raissa, can you go through your own vision board process?
So, like Emmanuel said, I did the background, just did the borders, and my horrible handwriting right here, right? It says Vision 2021.
It's not
Handwriting is
horrible.
horrible, but
It's
yes.
not.
So, like I said before we started, I had like 10 numbers on here for like 10 goals, but I kind of reduced them after I went through the whole book and about being focused on like just a little, you know, just a couple goals for right now. And then with time, you know, you can add them. Like once you focus on something, it gives you a lot of time and effort to finish that one thing. So on here, I'm going to put like five of my goals. The first three will be the most important goals that I'm going to do. And I cut out, since people I don't really use magazines. I don't know who does, but some people still do, right? Some people still have like a lot of magazines. I do not. So I just went on on Google, and I printed out a bunch of pictures about my goals. And what I'm going to do is basically just pin them on here. I'm going to use pins because it'll be easier for me to like move them around. Just pin these pictures in like each of the goals. And by the side, I'm going to write the deadline of like, oh, you know, by this time, I want to achieve this goal by, you know, this deadline and things like that, just to keep me more, you know, accountable and more focused and like, yeah. So yeah, what about you, Ella? What did you do for this stuff?
So I already have one goal here, which I've actually started working on. And so it says I will weigh 140 pounds by September 5th, 2021. And that is a very realistic goal. I've been trying to lose weight, but now I'm actually really focused on it. I've actually lost 6 pounds this month because I've had this in my face right here. Like, this is my workspace. When I wake up, if I'm doing my Bible study, I'm looking at that and I'm just thinking about it, and it makes me have daily habits so I can reach that goal. And so why I say this is realistic, because I'm not doing a quick fast. You see, I said September. That's like 7, 10, 9 months away. 9 months away, because another thing I want to say is research. Research is very critical and vital in creating vision boards. Like, someone can just say, I know people that lose not personally, but if you go to YouTube, you know people that lose 30 pounds in 2 months. I don't want to do that. I want to create a healthy lifestyle that's going to last. I don't just want to put off the weight and gain it, because I've done that several times. And so when I say September 5th is because the way I calculated it, I'm going to lose 1 to 2 pounds weekly. So that's very realistic, and that's actually within health guidelines. So something that you do over time, you become used to it. It reinforces that in you. So that is my vision board. Actually, I had the stickers that I got from Target. They're actually $1. Really nice. I had the stickers I got from Target, so that's what I use. I put like fun stuff on there. I also printed some pictures because I don't have magazines that have what I need. So I printed some pictures and I posted them. And I also put the to-do, so what I need to do to get to this goal. And I have that here. So I have more to-do stickers that I can use. So that is pretty much my process. So we're going to go ahead and start creating our vision board. I'm going to play some music, but I want to read. So I joined Terri Savelle Foy's vision board course. And the first course, the first session, she had 6 sessions. The first session was creating the vision. And so I'm just going to read this, and then we're going to start. So it says, if you see nothing, you can expect nothing. Don't go to the grave with your dreams still in you. You will never leave where you are until you see where you would rather be. It all starts with a decision to take 100% responsibility for your life. Being disgusted with yourself can actually serve as vision and momentum to get you to change. God never meant for you to reach a certain level and just settle or give up. What do you have the audacity to dream? What you must use your imagination. Give yourself permission to dream. You have to see it on the inside before it shows up on the outside.
Yep.
Whatever gets in your mind and stays there, you will attract it in your life. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision, make it plain. If your dreams are possible, you are not dreaming big enough. It's impossible to please God without faith. If you will dream as big as you can, God will go beyond that. So that is just one. Now we can go ahead and start creating our vision board. I'm going to play some songs. I'm going to come back and also read this remaining 5 pages. They're really short, but for those who haven't read this book, this is just a way for you guys to pretty much see what this book is all about. So happy creating. Let's start.
Yes, let's see how it goes. It's probably not gonna be fancy, but we're going to make it work. Yes.
So let's just be for deep. One night, one chance, let's go. So can we take just a moment? Can we take just a moment? Right next to me. So can we take just a moment? Can we live in the moment right now? You're all that I need. I don't wanna wait.
Ella, what song is that? Manuela? She can't hear me.
New ways we'll be together. Follow you into the dark. You pull me in and take me deeper. I never wanted to stop. So can we take just a moment? Can we take just a moment? That's where I wanna be. So can we take just a moment? Can we live in the moment? Oh, I'm not ready to Take me back to where we started from. Oh, my love, don't let me go. Take me back.
You know, I'm adding stickers to my vision board just to, you know,
Oh yeah. I bought a book because
look
too.
here, go for it, big plans. Hello, hello. Welcome to our vision board party. You guys are making your vision board along with us. Let us know in the comments. Or if you're gonna make yours after seeing this video, you know, after seeing us create our own vision boards. Are you gonna make yours? Have we inspired you to go make your vision board? Make it clear. Habakkuk 3:3. Make it plain.
Take me back to where we started from. Oh, my love, don't let me go.
Ella, are you done?
Take me back.
What's good so far?
Hey, okay.
All right, so I want to go ahead and read the second one from the course. So the second session from the course is capturing the vision, and I just want to read the lesson notes that I took. So it says, you are the only one who is going to decide what you're going to do with the rest of your life. You, nobody else. So 97% of American adults are trying to live their lives without clear, specific written goals. And may I say that even before we started our vision boards, we went through the exercise of writing our vision in like a paper or something. And like Raissa said, she had 10, but after reading and seeing that you have to prioritize some specific goals so that you can be laser focused and you can achieve them, she reduced it to 5. I have 3 goals that I want to focus on this year, so that by the end of this year, December 31st, I want to say I've accomplished all those 3 goals. So I'm laser focused on them. So it's clear, it's specific, it's reading. And then goals determine what drives you. So what is driving you? And then we talk about SMART goals. I did the Nuella's weekly thoughts on that. It's on our Instagram channel. You can go check it out. So SMART goals, we know S is for specific. You have to bring clarity to what you want to accomplish. And then we have M for measurable. We have A for action oriented. We have R for realistic. And your goals should somewhat stretch you and cause you to grow, but also be somewhat achievable. Like Raissa gave the example of money. You want to save so much, but you're not even making enough. So And then you have to have a timeline, a deadline, a by when dates for your goals. Excuse me. So don't just frame your past. A lot of people frame their past. You see, you go to people's house, homes, they have pictures of them, which is amazing. It's good to see pictures of family, but also frame your future. And that's what the vision board is really. You're framing your future. You're framing what you want to see, what you want to become, what you want to behold. And it says you become what you behold. Your life moves in the direction of your most dominant thoughts. Add images to match your top goals, and that's what we're doing today. I actually haven't printed my images for my remaining 2 goals, but I will. If we have time, you guys are gonna see it. When you see your goal, it elevates your desire to achieve it, and it says focus on one at a time until it's accomplished, and you have to do it from smallest to largest. And then it says, when you are laser focused, you will achieve your goals. And goals are simply dreams with deadlines. So there you have it. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and read the next one so we can have like 3 more and then we can do it later. So it says, so this other one is keeping the vision. It says your life moves towards the most dominant images you keep before your eyes. One of the biggest reasons that dream and your goals go unfulfilled is because they're out of sight. So out of sight, out of mind. So you become what you behold. We've said that whatever you keep before your eyes will eventually show up in your life. Surround yourself with what can be, not just what is. So not just the present, what can be, what is more than this. You want to surround yourself with that. What's coming out of your mouth has everything to do with what you're experiencing. And we know there's the power of life and death is in our tongue. We need to start using it right. And then it says, use your words to change your life. It says, we are snared, we are trapped by the words of our mouth. This is all scripture. This is Bible we're talking about right now. It says words are vehicles taking you closer to or further away from your dreams. So the more you keep speaking positive things over your life, over your dreams, is taking you closer. But the more you keep speaking negative things out of your mouth, is taking you further away from your dreams. So make a list of positive declarations. So that's affirmations. In the morning when you wake up, when you see your vision board, speak life into it. So start speaking over yourself. Positive declaration. I am smart. I am courageous. I can achieve my goals. I am disciplined. I have self-control. Speak it into existence, and then start speaking God's word out of your mouth also, and declare your dreams. So that is pretty much what keeping the vision means. It's more about keeping it in front of you. So we're gonna go back to Raissa. Can you show us how far you've gone? Can you bring your vision board closer?
Don't worry. So I just basically put the bunch of pictures that I wanted. I just pinned them because
look at that.
I know so
it's
cute.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And for this the writings that I did on the side, the biggest thing that she said about vision boards is like do it in the present tense.
Yes.
That way it's not I'm going to, it's I, like, you know, like here I said this year I am very focused on my because my first goal is to be very focused and driven and just, you know, like laser focused on my goals. And you know, so I wrote I am, not I am going to be.
Yes.
Because I need to do it in the present tense, you know, to make it more, I don't know, more achievable almost. So yes, so I'm just gonna go forward with my other, you know, I put a bunch of little stickers here. So I'm just gonna go forward and just write a bunch of other stuff.
Awesome.
And put deadlines and stuff like that. Yep.
Great. All right, music's going up.
It's been hard to hear you. Used to hear your voice so clear. And I know you said if I come near you, that
Hello. We're creating our vision board.
I give him that D-bop. Like, take that, take that, take that, take that. I'ma put in work. I'ma do that ASAP. Throw my favorite rap. But it say don't say that, huh? What I'ma turn down for? Feel like Shaq and 9-4. Breaking glass in that backbone. I like Kobe and Toronto, huh? Dropping 81. Yo, I dropped at 88. Ricky Bobby, shaking bake. Sleeping on that shit to stay away, huh? Everybody make mistakes like BJ's. When I say my name, it's Minio. Say it with me, Minio. Okay, great. 2 points high. Base stakes. Risk it all. I take the hate. It's the winning team. Get the Gatorade. My guy good, but he's not safe now. They try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, 'cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. Don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. I'm my biggest problem. Don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. You're my biggest opponent. You know me, I know you, we know it. Whenever I fail, you always been there to simply remind me of blowing. You don't see when I'm growing. You don't see where I'm going. You only see in the moment. You know my mistakes. You never let go. Don't cease to amaze me, and it drive me crazy. That you can't every detail that I miss in the songs I'm making, singing. You will never read a verse like Kendrick. Never be the rapper rock out from Hendrix. Tots in the line, you will never be mentioned. Why aim so high, won't survive the trenches? Plus, you a Christian, Andy. They will never listen, Andy. Plus, we a pigment, Andy. You don't got skill, gimmick, Andy. Well, if I listen to you and everything you put in my head, I'll be living like shoulda, coulda. I'll be paralyzed by fear. Ain't that the truth? If I quit, the only way I lose, I got 2 choices when I do this: make moves or make excuses. If you know who I'm talking about, then you got me. My biggest enemy is me, and even I can't stop me. Try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, 'cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. You can't stop me. Don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. I'm my biggest problem. Don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. Can I stop me? You'll never stop me. Can't stop. Won't stop. I said if I cannot stop me, then you'll never stop me. Can't stop. Won't stop. I said if I cannot stop me, then you'll never stop me. Can't stop.
Having a party.
Never stop me.
That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got. Got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough. I'm my biggest problem. Don't got the power. Shut me down. That's not enough.
You can't stop me.
Some peace and quiet. I never let myself take a risk. Terrified of anything that made me feel defiant. I never thought I'd find something like this. With that long brown hair and that dress you wear, there's something waking deep inside myself. I feel the chains break free that were holding me, and now I don't want anything else. Since I found you, my heart's been beating, my mind's been dreaming. Since I found you,
That's tough.
I feel this freedom. I can't stop singing. Since I found you.
Hey.
You're having a party. was nice.
Your touch makes my mind wild. Electric pulse through my veins. Every word you say sparks my heart's revival. A beating drum I can't contain. With that long brown hair and that dress you wear, there's something waking deep inside myself. Feel the chains break free that were holding me, and now I don't want anything else. Since I found you, since I found you, my heart's been beating, my mind's been dreaming. Since I found you, since I found you, I feel this freedom, and I can't stop singing. Since I found you, since I found you, since I found you. The sky is not a cloud to be seen. Feel fine as long as I got you with me. Since I found you, since I found you, I ain't got no worries. I ain't got no worries. Since I found you, since I found you, since I found you, since I found you. All I wanted was some peace and quiet. I never let myself take a risk. Since I found you, since I found you, I got no worries. I got no worries. Since I found you. Since I found, since I found, since I found you. Since I found, since I found, since I found you. Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
Like, you kind of like this guy, but when you can't decide between the filet-o-fish.
All right, so we have about like 15 minutes, but this is my vision board so far. Very colorful. Very, very colorful. I love seeing colors when I wake up. So, I'm gonna go ahead and read another of the lesson notes. So this one is called Embracing the Vision.
Okay.
Ooh, it says, when the vision is clear, the results will appear. Amen to that. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. So you have to be grateful whenever you look at your vision board and you feel like, oh my goodness, I haven't even done anything. Like, how is this even going to be possible? Just get that thought out of your mind and be grateful. Look for things to be grateful for. Get a grateful journal and start, like I have journals over here. I don't want to bring in my boss. Start writing 1 to 2 things that you're grateful for daily. So no matter where you are in life, you have something to be grateful for. Yep. Nothing will delay your dreams more than complaining. For example, the children of Israelites. It says that a journey of 11 days took them 40 years. They were in the wilderness for 40 years. Something that could take them 11 days because they kept complaining. They wanted water. They wanted food. They didn't like the manna, so they now wanted meat. They were
like, think about it, right? 11 days and 40 years.
Yeah, that's
like,
wow. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. It's,
Yeah.
you know that quote, right? So just nothing
Yeah.
will delay your dreams more than complaining. So
Mm.
go 30 days guarding your mouth from complaining, then start journaling what you are grateful for.
Mm.
Gratitude will bring restoration to your life. I'm speaking that over somebody's life. Gratitude, praise, and thanksgiving are going to open doors that no man can shut.
Amen.
Choose your associations wisely. That's
Mm.
why I'm grateful for friends like Raissa.
Oh,
Um, if
likewise.
you if you want to know where your life is headed, look at the list of names in your cell phone. Okay, walk with wise people, and you too will become wise.
Amen.
Um, I want to read another one. It says, "Living the vision." What do you do while you're waiting? So, if I could come to your house and watch you for 24 hours, I could tell you in what direction your life is going to go. That is a quote from John Maxwell. That's what he says. So, how do you spend your 24 hours? Watching movies, sitting down, watching episodes. Like that's one thing I noticed. I had to really check myself with movies because I would sit down and I watch episode upon episode. Even if it's not episodes, I watch like 3, 4 movies sitting down. Like there are some series I sat down and I finished them in one day. That will have like 10 episodes. That is a waste of my 24
Binge
hours.
watching.
A
Yeah.
waste of my 24 hours.
I
So
really like that one, Ella. I like the one of like, what do you do in waiting? Like, and
yeah.
I know she went in depth to talk about routines. Like, routines will save your life.
That's
The
true.
things that you do. She's like, people get celebrated in public what they do in private.
Yes.
So I really like that too. I was like, yes, this is it. And she's like, people don't see how she wakes up in the morning and goes for a run. While how she comes back, she listens to a devotional on her way to work. People don't see all that stuff. They celebrate her, when she sells books, she's a bestseller, when she goes and gives speeches and stuff like that. But it's actually these routines that I laid that foundation for her to be that person that she is
Yes.
right. So you really need
Yes.
to create like routines that work for you.
Yeah.
And routines, like, routines make you disciplined. I would
Yes.
say that they really do. Once I started running every morning when I used to live in New York, and it was the summer because I'm not running in the winter, but I used to wake up every morning and go for a run. It didn't matter if I had work, I would run before I go to work. And my life was so disciplined. Like everything was just, I just felt better because I had a routine. This time I was going to do this. I was going to read a book. I was going to, like, it was so, I need to get back to that. That's one of the
Let's
reasons
talk
why
about,
this book.
we went out to dinner last night with another friend
Mm-hmm.
of ours, actually a team member of Nuellasnuggets, Nuggets, Itiana, who is in charge of our stories. Whatever you see
Mm-hmm.
on the story, just appreciate her. She's amazing doing the work. But we were talking about keeping your promise to yourself,
Mm.
which is very important. Like this vision board is a promise to yourself. These are
Yeah.
things that you're gonna do, that you want to do, the habits you have to do to get to your goal. And you have to keep that promise to yourself. You can't, like, if someone makes a promise to you and then breaks it, you're gonna be mad at that person. So why will you do that to yourself?
Yep.
So
Yep.
you gotta keep your
And
promise to yourself.
I think we got to that conversation about keeping promises to yourself. We're talking about trusting your God, right? Because I was saying that there's so many times that I've had a feeling about something before I even went into it, or like a couple minutes after I went into it, and I was like, I need to get out, or like this is not gonna work for me. Like my body was telling me that, but I kept like going forward. I kept forcing, and we're talking. It was like, so why do we do that? And I think that for me, it was because, well, we don't trust ourselves.
Yeah.
You don't trust your God enough to listen to it, because if you did trust your God, you are not going to go ahead and go against it over and over again. And so how do you get to trust your God? Is by keeping promises to yourself. Is by, showing up for yourself when you need to. That way you learn how to trust that you can be there for yourself. You learn how to trust that these feelings that I'm feeling, it's right because, this is somebody that is on my team almost. Because some of us are
Yeah.
not on our teams. We don't love ourselves as much as we even love other people. Or we don't trust ourselves as much as we trust other people. So you need to learn to be on your team, and like you need to learn how to trust yourself, and to be there for yourself. That so that you can learn how to trust your God. Yeah.
Yeah. And we talked also about fear versus regret. choose one. You have to choose one. So we say regret is a worst killer. The I should have, I could have, I would have, I
All the
regret.
haves. Yeah.
So regret is a killer. Just go ahead, pursue your dreams. And we're coming to the end of our 1 hour already. We have we have 6 minutes. This has been so much fun.
We can go over our vision boards and then just call it a day, or what do you want to do?
The thing I want to say is there's something she said. I want to paraphrase it because I can't actually find it. But she said, your goals, getting to your goals is a good thing, but what is the best part about all this process is what you become by achieving your goals. You become more consistent. You keep your promise to yourself. You know now that with achieving these goals, I can do other things. I can set more goals and more dreams and do it. So it's not getting to your goal is amazing, but it's the person you become with achieving your goals. You're gonna grow. You're gonna grow so much when you hold yourself accountable and decide that you want to do this. So we have 5 more minutes. Raissa, thank you so much for coming to share your vision board with us. You guys expect a book review on her blog, Raissa's List. She's gonna inform me when it comes out. I'm gonna share it on the page. So keep out for that. I'm gonna share it with you guys. But it's been amazing. We're gonna show you our vision boards again. This is my vision board. I still have to put more pictures. Are you gonna show your vision board, Raissa?
Yes. Okay. Right here.
Yay. So, it's been a great party.
It has. I wish that Instagram could keep us on for longer.
They're gonna kick us out. So
I know.
Better respect the 1 hour limit.
Yes.
But
so I hope that you guys get to, I'm just going to share something about one of my very close friends. We were talking this year, like at the beginning of the year, about like vision boards, making goals and stuff like that. And she was very adamant about it. She was like, I don't know why I should make goals. Like, it just frustrates you. And she was just like, she doesn't want to make any goals. And, her life she's pretty successful with like all the stuff that she does and stuff like that. But she was just discouraged regarding, hi, Dolapo. She was just frustrated regarding like how 2020 went, and she didn't want to make any goals. And I just feel like she said in the book, like, what are you if you don't make any goals? Like, you don't just wake up and go buy a plane ticket to nowhere. You need to know where you're going. You need to have a destination. And sometimes some of those goals don't come true, but the thing is the process, who you become, why you're trying to become, goals, right? That's the most important. Sometimes our goals, the things that we set for ourselves, like God has something bigger in plan for us. So sometimes they might success is not linear. Exactly. Things are not going to always happen the way you planned it for them to happen. But the person that you become in that process, I feel like that's completely I think it's a beautiful thing. So just have your goals, make your vision boards if you have to. I think everybody should, because just right now, me looking at my vision board, I'm like, yes, I need to get on track. I need to to achieve these things, because at the end of the year, I don't want to look at that and be like, damn, I didn't do any of these things. I want to look at it and be like, this has been the best year of my life. Yes. Because I was able to achieve everything on my vision board. So
well, I want you guys
here with you guys. So
have faith. With God, all things are possible. That's my faith is on another level this year. Like, God has already started. The things that God already told me last year that will happen this year has already started happening. So I'm just excited about this. Is just January. This is just January. We have 11 more months to go. I'm super excited. I'm just
okay. I'm happy for you.
I'm excited, yo.
That's great.
But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. We appreciate this. I'm just gonna play the music and then shut this off in 2 minutes. Our 2 minutes countdown is up. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dream bigger. Dream bigger.
Big dreams. humongous. All right, bye, Ella. Thank you for having me. Bye.
I can't